Hi, and welcome to Interviews with Innovators, the podcast that's dedicated to original thinkers, trend explorers, and tireless entrepreneurs. Those who boldly go where no one has gone before, at least not by the same path. I'm your host, Nancy Roberts. Today's topic, a revolutionary all-electric vehicle that will change on-campus driving for work crews, people moving, and general-purpose jobs around gated communities, recreation centers, hospitals, schools, and more. Electric vehicles aren't new, but this one has a very special innovation you're going to want to hear more about. With us today to talk about what drove this important innovation in green transportation is the man behind the idea, PJ Bombard, founder of a company he calls eTruckLSV.
PJ, welcome to the show.
Good morning.
Good to have you here. So tell us about eTruck. This is quite an interesting idea, and how did you come up with it?
Well, thank you for having me today. eTruckLSV came with the idea in 2016 with some great team members and friends that we looked at a market and we decided we could create and develop and build a low-speed electric truck. And we started doing it with a regular cab, low-speed electric truck, and then a four-door electric truck with great partners in 3M and in Goodyear. And as we kept working on the prototype, we added a solar panel to the roof to add value so that we could have the sunshine help us with our charging system. And we've been working diligently over the last 4 years, fine-tuning the truck to have all the features that make it state-of-the-art and unique in the low-speed world.
Well, now, tell me a little bit more about this idea of a low-speed truck. Why is that unique in the world of vehicles?
Everything we do today is usually for the highways, which is speed limits that are 45, 55, 65, and 70. Our customers are college campuses, gated communities, and cities and villages and towns, as well as parks where the speed limit is 5, 10, 15, 20, or 25. So usually they're traveling with a golf cart or some other device. We looked at that unique area and said, let's build a truck that has headlights and doors and windows and air conditioning that's safe, that can travel on any city, street, or village or gated community, that can carry people as well as product and do all the things that are necessary in today's world. If you look at a state park, it's a perfect place. If you look at a college campus to transportate the students as well as the products and stuff. So it works, and no one has really looked at that market because the world we're living in today is changing. But we did.
And then you added this feature, which I think is just fascinating, a solar panel on the roof. I mean, most of us are familiar now with the idea of an electric vehicle, charging stations, that kind of thing. So you're still going to do that, but you've added this other feature. Now, why did you do that? And tell us a little bit about that innovation.
So with technology, we thought about all the features, and we knew we could do something different. By adding the solar panel on the roof, our engineer came up with that idea, which was brilliant. We can actually add value to the charging system. The brakes are regeneration. We use Goodyear tires. But you'd be surprised, in every state the sun shines a lot of times, and even when the sun is not shining, you can get power from there to the batteries to keep your vehicle lightly charged at all times, which helps with the value. So it just works. We use a semi-fixed solar panel, so when the truck is sitting, it's sitting in a flat position. When it's moving, it picks up more sunlight, and gradually, like a slow charge, keeps the batteries and the performance of the truck going. And the uniqueness is that we're the first ones in the industry to add that. There's other companies out there, but no one's done what we've done so far.
So it's using energy as it moves, but unlike the hybrid vehicle, which will swap over to gasoline when it's running out of electric charge, you're actually going to be kind of constantly getting a little charge.
Yeah, we absolutely are. So what you're doing is your batteries are at full capacity, so you don't have to plug it in and charge it. You're getting some actual free from God, the sunlight, to charge your vehicle, your little truck, your low-speed truck at all times. And even when it's sitting, And not moving, you're gaining the ability to slow charge your batteries and keep everything nicely done, which is good for the environment. It really works to help everyone.
Now, do these use standard charging stations, the ones that are available for vehicles now around?
There's commercial ones, and there's three types of charging systems right now. There's a level 1, which will take about 4 to 5 to 6 hours to charge your vehicle today. There's a level 2, which is a faster charge, which does it in 40 minutes to an hour to 3 hours, depending on where your gauge stands. So those charging systems today are really, really unique. The biggest thing is the infrastructure is getting better, and we're starting to see more charging stations in more locations. The other thing is there's a couple companies we're working with now that you can actually plug it in to a 220 volt with a new device and you can charge it. So that technology is really getting better and quicker. And the company we're working with right now is called NeoCharge. And if you look at their website, you'd be pretty impressed. We're going to be offering that with our trucks this year, so that if we're somewhere and someone says, geez, I can't afford to put a charging station in, but I can do this, and it's part of our vehicle, it works really well. You just plug it in to 110, and the splitter comes off of it, and you can actually charge 2 vehicles at one time or 1 vehicle at one time.
So a regular plug.
Correct.
That's pretty wild.
It is. It's neat. These kids today, these engineers today out of California have really come up with some amazing things.
So your target market is places where that you're not going to be on road, you're going to be off road, you're going to be within a campus kind of facility. But it's for truck use? Is that the idea? So it's for work crews, for moving loads and people, like groups of people, students, sure, that type of thing?
Absolutely. So our truck has an electric dump on the back. The sides fold down. So when you're trying to carry mulch or concrete, or you need to add refrigeration on the back, you can add that van to the back of the truck. What it does is it makes it easier to move product from one place to the other, and it's safer. Not picking on golf carts, but there's no windows, there's no doors, there's no horn. They can't go on a city street that's a 5 mile an hour, 10 or 20 or 30. Most of the campuses in the United States of America are either 5 mile campuses or 20 mile campuses. They need to be able to move students, faculty, records, and all that stuff. So the football field can have one, this can have it, and they can do the things that are necessary to move. So it's a business to business, but we do a lot with government, we do a lot with fleet, we do a lot with gated communities, and any street, any city in America. I'll give you an example, Sarasota, where we're located. Their speed limit is 5 miles an hour in the city. So the pizza guy could use it, the mailman could use it, the delivery service could use it. So there's a lot of unique places that we can go with it and do it. And it's carbon free and zero emissions. And you're not burning any gas, and you're really doing good things for the economy and the environment.
Now, as far as the cost is concerned, is this a reasonable cost for the consumer, for your target market?
Yeah, well, that's a great question. For businesses or colleges or state parks or states or fleet, our regular cab truck starts out at $29,000, which is very affordable. And then our crew cab, which is the 4-door, is $34,000. And with that, there's a unique part of business that we work with. We can apply for the federal tax credits for you if you qualify, which most businesses do. That's up to $7,500. And then states have tax credits as well as rebates. Some states have a $500 rebate or a $5,000 rebate. So we also can apply for the solar panel rebate because we have solar panels on a roof. So we take those unique things and put it together. What separates us from our competition are 2 very important items. I want to talk about that right now. You can lease the truck from us. And leasing is more affordable. And in the world we live today, businesses, colleges, universities need to have affordability and responsibility. So instead of spending $30,000 or $50,000, you can lease a truck for $300, $400, $500 a month, depending on what you need. Now, the added value there is that you're keeping money for your business or your school or your college for other things that are important The other added value is our warranty is a 5-year powertrain warranty. So the batteries, the software, and the controller are covered. So the body is covered so that you're safe. The other big thing we do is we take trade-ins. So if a company or a college has an old vehicle sitting there, instead of them scrapping it or selling it once a year, we'll actually give you a dollar value at the time we look at it. If it's 10 years or older, we'll recycle it. If it's not, we'll give you dollars towards the purchase or lease of your new truck or lease. So that gives us a full cycle. It gives us a full warranty. It gives us full coverage. We have a toll-free number to call if you need something. Our technicians will come to you so that you don't have to worry about that. And that separates us from anybody else in the industry right now. So we're really proud of that. Our team of marketers, engineers, lawyers, and fleet people, government people have really worked hard at that.
And you're available all across the country or just in certain markets at this point?
Right now, our home base is Florida, but we can sell anywhere in the USA. We have a team in New York. We have a team in Colorado. We have a team in California, a team in Louisiana, and a team in Texas. So they're all part of our industry. They understand how our vehicle works, how the truck works, and what we're trying to do in the future and go from there. So we've met with lots of campuses. We had a unique opportunity to be at Universal Studios for a month, which was fun. We didn't go on any rides, but we did have fun. But there's a lot of good stuff out there. And one of our team members actually is working with the Zoos of America, which is a unique part, wineries. So we're excited about all that part of our team and what we can do.
Great. Well, we look forward to hearing from you again and more about this as this expands into the future. Thank you, PJ Bombard.
Thank you very much for having me. Have a good day.